Hi, thanks for stopping in my channel today. We're going to be showing a full reflexology session, and I think you're going to find this exciting and very interesting. And I'm going to talk all the way through it. I'm not going to work as long on the reflexes as I would if I were working on a client. This is basically to show you where the reflexes are, and then how I work on the foot from beginning to end. Before we do that, I'd like to show you, remember I told you the Eunice Ingham method, and that's what I use. This is her book. Can you see that? Okay, there's a little glare, and then stories the feet can tell through reflexology, stories the feet have told through reflexology. It's a great book if you truly are interested in performing reflexology or learning for yourself and your family. Pick up this book. I think you'll find it very interesting. I hope when you were with me with my last video that you learned some of the health tips and you applied them to your life. And I hope you're seeing results. Even small change can bring great results. Remember that. Small change brings great results. And keep that in mind. This is our last reflexology session or teaching on reflexology for a while. I'm going to be switching over to nutrition, vitamin mineral therapy, and other interesting topics having to do with your health and particular illnesses. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to get started. And remember, you can use essential oils on the feet when you're applying the pressure. It makes it go a little bit easier, and it's an added benefit, because the essential oils heal the entire body. Okay, we're going to begin. Now we're going to adjust our camera to the feet. Now remember what I said. When we work on the right foot, that corresponds with the right side of the body, the left foot with the left side of the body. Okay, and I always begin with the big toe, which is, if you remember, everything that goes on in your head is found in the big toe. Now here we go, and we're starting on the thymus, and you'll see I have my thumbnails cut short. My other nails are long, but my thumbnails are short because of working on people. Even though I am retired, I'll never truly give up reflexology completely. Okay, we're beginning again. Over here, this is the pineal gland, and then the pituitary gland. Remember, those are glands that balance hormones through the entire body. Now we're inching up the back of the head. This all covers sinus, headaches, migraines. Now remember what I said about the inside of the toe, between the two toes. In there, that is the glands that are found in the neck. And then on this side, toward the front, is the throat. Okay. Now we're only working on half of the body, and that's the glands and the throat. Okay? Now we're going to the next toe. We're inching up the toe, and this is for the eye and the sinuses. Then the third toe, the eye and the sinuses. The fourth toe, the ear, and specifically the inner ear is right there. And then the outer ear is the last toe. Okay, now what we're doing is we're going across the base of the toes for the sinuses, as well as the eye and the ear. Now I come down and I go right in here. And this is very important to give yourself energy. And we're moving right here on the heart. And if there's any sensitivity or anything going on in the heart, you'll feel it as you press in that area. This is the solar plex, this is the outside, and the heart is right there in the middle, okay? Now I'm going through the digestive tract that's right up in the middle of this foot. Hiatal hernia area, right there below the solar plex. The stomach at the end of the digestive tract. The spleen right over here, kind of between the heel and the little toe there. And then what I do, I take my thumb, I'm working with the thumb on the side of the foot. This is for the shoulder and coming all the way down the arm. You see where I'm pressing? All along here. Okay, I'm going into the intestinal area now. All the way through the intestinal area. Now, I'm going on half of the bladder. Right there is half of the bladder. I'm moving up the foot to the kidney area. Right there is the kidney area. But right here is an important reflex between the bladder and the kidney is right there. That is if you have sugar problems, if you have diabetes, the pancreas is the place that you would put pressure on and just begin to work that. Okay, so we pretty well quickly covered the bottom of this foot. Now we're going into the heel area. This is uterus and ovary area. And in a male, prostate is a pinpoint right there. That's only for a man. For a female, it's all this area for the uterus, and you'll see better when I'm on the outside of the other foot, how I'm doing the uterus, the ovaries, and also the pelvic area. And then I'm coming down the side of the leg, which is really good for sciatic area, and the knee. And you'll see all this better on the other side. Now I'm working the top of the foot. And right here is for lymphatic. If you can see that, that's lymphatic. And then I'm working down the webs. You just work down the webs of the toes. Over here is the lung area, and all across the top of the toes and the web, that's all for the chest, breast area. Okay, now I'm coming up the spinal area, lower lumbar, into the thoracic area, into the cervical area. And that's all for back pain and stress in the back, to give yourself some real relief. You can have someone show someone how to work on your foot in that area, or you can just bring your foot up over the knee of your other foot and just work with your thumb. Go in that spinal area, okay? Okay, now let me show you on this foot, the right foot. Okay, let's see how, yeah, we can view that pretty good. Okay, here, the other half of the thymus and the other half of the thyroid, the base of the skull. Now we're going up to the brain area, into the pituitary, and the pineal gland right there. Okay. I'm going to show you some relaxation techniques then, but let's finish with this first. Okay, now we're on the second toe, and remember this was the eye and the sinuses, and here we are again, the eye and the sinus. Actually, this is half of your eye, this is the other half of your eye. And here, now we're on the fourth toe, and this is for the ear and sinuses. And just do that inching, you're inching up. And then we're on the outer ear with the last toe. Now remember, we're going across the base of the toes for the sinuses and for the eye and the ear. Now, I forgot this area when we were on the head. Remember, I showed you the glands. Your glands in the side of your neck are on this side, and your throat is right here on the other side of that big toe. Okay. In reflexology, it's called the great toe. This is the great toe. This holds so much. Remember the 10 meridians that are found in your body are found in your feet. And that's what we're doing. We're opening up those meridians to cause the flow to take place, the blood, the oxygen, and relaxing the nerves, and that's when your body begins to heal on its own. Okay, we're going into the solar plex on this side. And then, this is a very important organ right here. It's the liver. And that covers a pretty large area because the liver is a large organ. And then right under the liver is the gallbladder. Okay. Then we're going across the intestinal area. This in here is all diaphragm. That can all be worked for your diaphragm. Okay. And here, the other half of the bladder, and then coming up the ureter tube into the kidney. Okay? So we pretty well covered all of that. Now we're going to the side. I don't think you could see it as well on the camera, but this, I'm working with my thumb. That's the outside of the foot for the shoulder, arm, and down to the fingertips. Okay. Now this is where you can see better when I work on the female organs. Well, the prostate in the male is located right here. I think you saw that better on the other side. Okay, but let's go right in here. This is uterus and ovaries, an ovary on each side. Then we're going across the pelvic area, and now we're going down the leg, especially for those sciatic problems, or hip. This is hip problems on both male and female. Right in here is for the hip area also. But then here is the knee. Right in here is the right knee. Okay? Now, what we're doing is going down the web of the foot again. Lymphatic is right here. Chest, breast area, and lung right there. Now, you can work on the lung from under, from the sole of the foot, and that is in here. And when someone's really suffering from a lung issue or congestion, you can work top and bottom at the same time. Okay? All right, now we're going to the spine. And this is lower lumbar of the spine. Then we're going into the thoracic area. And in here, this is a posture area. If you need correction on your posture, you will feel sensitivity in there. And then cervical. That's at the upper part of your spine into your neck area. Okay. Now, I hope you got all of that. Remember to email me if you have any questions that you need me to answer. My email is beingme@patgeist.gmail. Okay, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. That would be great. I'd appreciate it. Now, relaxation techniques. When you're taking your hand, both hands, and you're rolling the foot in your hand, just like so. And then you take the base of or the foot of your hand and put that right in here below the ankle, and you just kind of rotate that. That also is a relaxation technique. And when you work on one side, you work on both sides, never just one side. You want to work on both sides, just kind of open all the meridians. Okay, and you see how we're just rotating the foot by the base of our hand right here into this ankle area. And what I also like to do, I like to go up the leg into, can we see this on camera? Right on the inside, right below the knee, but on the inside, that's the lymphatic. That's a pressure point for the lymphatic. Both sides, a pressure point for the lymphatic, which is a very important system of the body. When we're not drinking enough, when we're not moving enough, when we're not breathing deeply enough, the lymphatic system begins to, I can't say shut down, but it isn't functioning properly because it needs three things. Remember that: water, deep breathing, and movement. Okay? Okay, that's our session for reflexology, and I hope you got something out of that, because it's so important. Like I explained on my other two videos, how important reflexology is and how effective it is. So keep this in mind, refer back to it from time to time, and just learn where the reflexes are. Remember, learn where the body parts are. Then you just simply go to your feet, because when you're looking at the bottom of your feet, you're looking at your entire body, okay? So if the heart's on the left side, as it is, then you know you go to the left side for the heart, you go to the right side for the liver, and so on, all the way through your body. It's there. Everything is represented on the bottom of your feet. I want to tell you also, mothers, I didn't want to forget this. With colic babies or fussy babies, always have lavender on hand, the essential oil of lavender, to apply to the bottom of their feet. Like I said on my last video, you can apply it with some olive oil, but get that lavender on the bottom of their feet when they're fussy, and just do massage. And on the left side is the stomach reflex, and just put just a little bit of pressure on there and massage that, and you can give your baby a lot of relief and calm the baby down, because the lavender calms the nerves. It's relaxing and it's very effective. I know I've used it with my children and my grandchildren. So there's any number of reflexes on the bottom of your feet, remember, that relate to every single part of your body. Now, last video, we covered the face in the front of the toe. There's a lot that we didn't cover, but we covered all the major reflexes. But if you're hurt anywhere on your body, you can find that on the bottom of your feet. Begin to work it out, soothe it out, and then the area of your body will begin to relax and be healed. Remember, our bodies were created to heal themselves if we give them the opportunity, and we talked about that in the last video. I have a video coming up that I will be talking about the lifestyle, the natural lifestyle, and the little bit of changes that need to be made to have great results. You'll see great results even when you first begin, and it'll get better and better as time goes on. So don't miss my next video, and watch for, if you subscribe, then watch for a notice that my video's coming up, and tell your friends about it. Tell your family about my videos. And I cover all sorts of things. It's not just health. I'm just on health right now. But it's a lot of different areas. That's why my title is Being Me, because I have learned so many things over the years. And now I want to share them with you. And it's all good advice. And it's meant to bless you. So I will be keeping you in my prayers, and I just expect my channel to grow, because you'll begin to tell all your friends about it and get excited about this and get excited about bringing good health back to your body. Thanks so much, and then I'll see you on the next video.